still joined by Francisco Motors owner Elmer Francisco, and Francisco Motors, a local manufacturer, the local manufacturer of jeepneys, is offering now electric jeepneys for less than 1 million pesos, perfect for the PUV modernization program. All right, Elmer, continue your thought. So you were requesting, number one, you are going to make 1,000 units. But of course, making 250,000 units would have a difference in the cost.
Yes. Basically, ang ginawa natin, I told Secretary Jimmy Bautista while we had a meeting together with LTFRB Chairman Guadis, OTC Chairman Ortega, that Francisco Motors has a 10-year plan. So our capacity do sa ginagawa namin bagong planta sa Special Economic Zone in Camarines Norte, it has a capacity of 25,000 units per year. So we cannot build 250,000 units in just 1 year or 3 years. It has to be a 10-year plan. So hindi natin pwedeng gawing ora-orada. So anyway, we want top quality. Ayaw natin yung basta pwede na. Ang gusto natin is top quality for our fellow Filipinos. That's why we are not going for the Euro 4 engine kasi obsolete na yun sa ibang bansa. Gumagamit nun sa ibang bansa. If you go to developed countries, it's obsolete there. In short, yung ginagamit dito is binibenta lang nila sa atin so that they can cash it out.
Oo, parang yung tinatapon, yun ang benta sa Pilipinas, which we should stop.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. Then dahil nga obsolete na yan doon, in just 2-3 years, wala nang piyesa yan. So nakakaawa yung mga yung mga kababayan natin, mga jeepney operators, of which during the congressional inquiry, even Land Bank and DBP admitted na sobrang dami ng mga co-ops, transport cooperatives, and corporations na hindi na makabayad ng monthly amortization nila dahil nga sa sobrang mahal ng mga imported na units. Then, aside from being full electric, we have also introduced, we already made a press release regarding this, we will introduce a hybrid system of which we will include a hydrogen system to charge the battery on board. So we have this other company, it's called HDEX Group. So we are doing that as we speak. We are seeing if we can already introduce that to the first 1,000 units. So tinitingnan natin. So aside from being full electric, we are going big into clean energy. So that's very important, diba? If you are using Euro 4 engine to replace old fossil fuel powered jeepneys, you're not changing anything.
And what's important here, I think, is number one, Francisco Motors, which is a Filipino company, is you are showing that Francisco Motors is also moving into the future. You are innovating, right? A Filipino company, that's one. So here's a question. Did the DOTR secretary say that in the PUV modernization, Francisco Motors or local producers will get priority?
In fact,
in terms of the purchase of PUV. Dapat nga ibawal yung galing na China and other countries eh. Dapat ang PUV modernization has to be local.
Exactly. Alam mo, Karen, own words ni Secretary Bautista, ito na yung solusyon sa PUV modernization program. Because the primary problem is the price.
Yeah.
For the BB.
So you have operators and drivers who will get into debt.
Yes, exactly. Yun yung sinabi ni Secretary Bautista. But regarding that, sabi ko nga doon sa Congress, last time I checked, we still live in a democratic country. So we have a free market, so to speak. So
no, but since PUV modernization is mandated, they can mandate that they're all local.
Yes, that's what we want.
They can do that. They can.
Yes, that's exactly what we want. Sabi rin ng mga congressman natin, bakit tinatanggal yung iconic design ng jeepney?
Agree.
Then sinasabi nila na yung minibus ay jeepney. Niloloko na yung taong bayan, di ba? So a minibus is a minibus, a jeepney is a jeepney. Let's not confuse people. Diba? So pero going back to the price. So yung big difference. So ang sabi ko nga, ang hiningi ko sa LTFRB and sa DOTR is they allow yung mga diretsong bumibili in cash or yung maghuhulugan diretso sa Francisco Motors,
Oo.
na baka-avail ng equity subsidy. Kasi
Mm-mm.
for now, ang makaka-avail lang ng equity subsidy ay yung mga umuutang sa Land Bank and DBP.
Mm-mm.
Then they added yung yung mga uutang sa private financing institutions. So paano yung mga bumibili ng cash or yung directly maghuhulugan? Because Francisco Motors, we offer yung diretsong hulugan sa amin with zero interest.
Oo. That is a much better deal. I mean, frankly speaking, I've interviewed different people on this PUV modernization, and it is appalling, frankly. I hope Land Bank and the others are listening, that you give a jeepney operator 6% interest. That's commercial rates, right? I mean, it is appalling for a jeepney operator, a jeepney driver, that they have 4 to 6% rates, 6 being the rates that's actually given. So in Francisco Motors, if they want to buy a jeepney, they can go straight to you at zero interest.
Yes, actually,
Dapat ganon.
yes, actually hinimay ko yan sa Kongreso. So,
Oo.
pa yung mga jeepney operators pati yung mga congressman natin. Kasi sabi ko 985,000 less lagay mo ng meron kang 50,000 pesos na na reservation fee or down payment. Saan ka nakakita ng kotse sa Pilipinas na 50,000 pesos in down payment mo? Walang ganon, 'di ba? Sa Amerika meron, 'di ba? Zero down payment and straight monthly. So 50,000 pesos, so 935,000 na lang. Then if we avail the equity subsidy from DOTR na 280,000 pesos per unit, so 655,000
na lang.
na lang.
Oo.
Then, kung mag-amortize sila ng 20,000 pesos per month, less than 3 years bayad na nila yung jeepney nila.
Yes.
Wala silang utang.
Yes.
Then,
that is a more doable calculation.
yes, and we can even accommodate yung mga ruta na mahihina. Kasi alam mo Karen, may mga ruta na mahina talaga kumita, may mga rutang malakas. Depending sa volume ng passengers and the distance. So, yung mga mahihina, we can accommodate yung monthly amortization na 10,000 pesos, then they pay it for 6 years.
Yeah.
So, why don't you do that? Ang
I
key,
agree. And what did the DOTR secretary say?
yes, so
Ideally speaking, they should be encouraging all jeepney co-ops to go that route. Why would you want a jeepney co-op to have a loan of 6% a year?
yes, so in fairness,
6% is a lot. 6% is a lot.
it's a lot. So in fairness, sabi ko nga, kahit sa Congress sinabi ko, in fairness, si the Secretary Bautista, pati yung mga nakaupo ngayon sa LTFRB, minana na nila tong problemang to. So what they're doing now is changing it. So sabi ni Secretary Bautista pati ni LTFRB Chairman Guadis that they will reconfigure the franchising guidelines para ma-accommodate itong request ng mga jeepney operators na makabili diretso sa Francisco Motors na merong equity subsidy. So yun yung ending ng meeting namin. They will reconfigure the franchising guidelines para makabili. Kasi tinanong ni Congressman Acop, the chairman ng Committee on Transportation do sa Congressional Inquiry, lahat ng mga jeepney operators na nandun and the transport groups. Ang tanong is, anong bibilin mo? Yung tagta 3 billion na made in China o yung 985,000 na kay Francisco Motors? Lahat sila kay Francisco Motors. Wala ni isa. Because it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. It's supporting local. The jeepney is a local creation, and it's part of the culture. And itong e-jeepney that you are producing, does it still look like a jeepney? Or the front looks like a jeepney and you changed the seating capacity?
No, it's exactly a jeepney that we modernized to comply with the Philippine National Standards. Kasi yung Philippine National Standards, ang difference lang naman ay yung measurements, yung height na nakakatayo ka na sa loob, hindi ka na nakayuko. Then it's good kasi it's for the safety of the
passenger. It's air-conditioned.
Yes, it's air-conditioned.
Yes.
Then may built-in ramp yan for wheelchair passengers, for PWDs. Yes, so maganda naman yung programa ng government. Yung implementation lang yung mali. So kaya yun yung inaayos natin. Pilit natin inaayos. We're collaborating with the government kung paano makakatulong. Then we are still finding ways kung paano pa natin mas mapapababa yung presyo. Kasi there are still ways on how we can do it. That's why we have been meeting. We have a series of meetings. Our second meeting was yesterday with Maharlika Investment Corporation, si President and CEO,
Yeah,
si
yeah,
Joe Gonsin, and two more board members.
yeah.
So
But what will Maharlika Investment Corporation do
Yes.
for the PUV modernization? For example, if they invest in Francisco Motors, Maharlika's also mandated to earn,
Yes.
right, off their investment. How are you seeing this working?
First and foremost, it will make it faster. It will make it faster. So mas bibilis yung ano natin, yung tawag dito, yung production. Mas mabilis mako-complete yung PUV modernization program with the investment ng government natin. And that's actually what we have been asking for since the very beginning. Hiningi na natin yan sa BOI before, nung wala pang MIC, wala pang Maharlika. Hiningi na natin yan sa BOI. BOI had the CARS program na tinatawag. Meron niyang budget na 27 billion pesos. Dinivide it into three. 9 billion was given to Toyota to locally manufacture yung Toyota Vios, yung so it's a good program kasi it creates employment for Filipinos dito. Then the second component was given to Mitsubishi to locally manufacture yung Mirage. Ang tanong, nakikita ka ba Mirage sa kalye?
Oo.
Nakikita di ba? So number 3, merong libreng isang slot. Bakit ayaw ibigay ng BOI sa local manufacturers?
Oo nga, bakit daw?
Yun yung matagal ko nang hinihinging sagot. Alam mo,
the BOI should be pro-Filipino.
Yes. Alam mo, Karen, for 6 years, wala akong nakuhang sagot. I've been asking them directly, the head of the program, si Manlapig.
But would the BOI, would this be under the Trade Department?
Yes. So
have you spoken to Secretary Pascual?
Now we have been asking them kahit nung Secretary Secretary Lopez pa dati. So we don't have an answer until now. Until I've just given up on it, I said
don't give up on it.
No,
Yeah.
We will go for this project. We will help our fellow Filipinos with or without you. Yun yung sabi ko sa kanila. So with you, it will be faster, it will be better. Now Maharlika comes in. So Maharlika comes in. It would be somewhat similar because it's a fixed investment.
Yeah.
Ang mangyayari dyan is makakababa kasi yan ng cost, Karen. Kasi unlike sa DOTR is it's a subsidy. It's an equity subsidy. It's a dole out. It's a dole out. Libre na yan na binigay na tulong. Pero sa Maharlika, it will expect a return. And that return will benefit the Filipino people as well. Kasi ang mandate ng Maharlika is
with Maharlika, it's an investment.
Yes, it's an investment.
They're stakeholders in also the PUV modernization and pushing local companies like yourself to be the major stakeholder in the PUV modernization.
Yes, in short, they'll be helping us make it faster. Yun. So sabi ko nga, we can do it with or without them, pero without them, it will be slower. But with them, it will be faster. Kasi of course, if you're partnered with the government, all regulatory hurdles would be streamlined. Di ba? Be streamlined kasi kasama mo yung government dito sa project. Pero pag hindi mo kasama yung government, ikaw pa yung hihirapan eh.
And how much are you seeing as the right or ample investment of the Maharlika Investment Corporation?
Yeah, so now outright, because we have not agreed on an amount yet, but sa mga pinopropose natin sa Maharlika, ang tinitingnan natin is they can infuse an investment of around $200 million for this. That's just a tiny part of their budget actually. So etong $200 million, it will be used for, syempre, part of it for...
Wait, $200 million is how much in pesos in terms of billions?
Let's just use a calculator to be sure.
Yeah, me too. 200 billion, no?
Million. $200 million.
$200 million.
Yeah, so that's basically 11 billion.
Yeah, it's like, is it 11?
11 billion,
Okay.
less 11 billion pesos. So, ito, ang maganda dito is, unlike any other sovereign funds around the world, this is very transparent. Why? Because if Maharlika will invest in this project, sa PUV modernization program, they will see electric jeepneys, yung iba powered by hydrogen pa, rolling out in our streets. That's one. Number two, they will see transport terminals being built, di ba? Because part of the plan is to build 97 transport terminals. Why 97? One for each of the 80 provinces in the Philippines and 17 sa Metro Manila. One for each, 16 cities and one municipality. So yun yung isang plan, of which we will have charging stations there. We will have service base, we'll have spare parts available there. Kasi importante yan, Karen, pag nag-roll out ka ng electric jeepney, saan ka mag-charge? So dapat yung terminals mismo nila may chargers.
Oo.
One. Number two, dapat may service base. Saan yan i-maintain? Because hindi yan yung parang dati na kapag nasira, pagagawa. No, we don't do that. Meron tayong preventive maintenance schedule. So before problems happen, we already solved it. So being proactive. So yun yung kailangan natin, not reactive.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's part of the proposal to Maharlika Investment Corporation.
Okay, so what I'm hearing right now is actually Francisco Motors has a good proposal in general also to the DOTR. Number one, would you want that the PUV modernization, ideally, they mandate that they all use local jeepneys, local manufacturers?
Yes, of course, Karen.
Okay.
Alam mo, the last time we spoke, I was speaking about national industrialization. It's very important. So malaking yan. It's our time. It's our time. We have a unique opportunity here. We have 250,000 jeepneys to be replaced. Bakit natin ibibigay yung trabaho sa China or sa India or sa ibang countries? When we give those jobs to our fellow Filipinos, hindi lang EV manufacturing ang gagawin natin eh. Like for us, Francisco Motors, hindi lang jeepney ginagawa natin. We'll also build e-trikes, e-taxis, e-buses. Lahat yan gagawin natin. But hindi lang yun. We are talking about direct employment na we can generate tens of thousands.
Agree.
But generate millions of employment indirectly. Kasi, of course, kung nandiyan na yung mga jeep natin, sobrang daming...
So technically, it's pushing the local industry, improving the local industry, giving thousands of jobs in producing more than 250,000 units. It's less amount from a 3 million peso imported van, right, to roughly below 1 million pesos e-jeepney, zero interest to the operator and driver. I mean, that is a load off their backs that they won't be burdened with a 6% debt a year, right, in interest rate alone. So it sounds all good. Plus, Maharlika Investment Fund, did you do the numbers? If Maharlika invests in this at 11 billion, how much a percent a year will they be earning off their investment?
Yes, actually, that's what we did yesterday. We ran through financials. So nandun si Mr. Consing, na President and CEO. Nandun din si Andrew Gan, who's chairman for investment committee ng MIC, si Vicky Lim. And then, so we've been running through the financials because we did this with our finance guys, our internal finance guys, and external as well. Then I told them, don't trust me on this. Study it. Study it. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks, a month. Give us an answer. So sabi ko, do your own due diligence. Tingnan nyo if it makes sense. If it makes sense to you. Outright, they've already said that this checks all the boxes, criteria for investment ng Maharlika Investment Corporation. And how real could it be? We've been doing this for 77 years.
Yeah. Well, Elmer, I'm so happy you got on Headstart today. So I do hope that you come back and update us. So right now, is it right to say that other than Maharlika, a lot of your proposals really hinge with Secretary Jimmy Bautista? Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Okay. So I hope you update us on this because ideally speaking, it's a good time to push for local. This is the best time to let local shine with a PUV modernization. Okay. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Elmer.
Thank you. Thank you, Karen, for having me in your show.
All right. Okay.